Hello everybody, welcome back to our project on making a sculptural mask. This one's got some additions that aren't found in the original form that we made last time. There's more an exaggeration on the nose, and I've added teeth and lips and eyes and eyebrows and even these funny little ears. Here's another example on a different style of form where we use like half of a balloon shape to make this kind of fish shape. This has got, again, teeth, lips, eyes, and even fins and gills. So that creates a little bit more interest because right now these are all very much the same. Everybody has the same shape. So by customizing it, it will become far more fun to look at them all gathered together on display. So this is the model magic, this Crayola stuff we're going to use. But first we need to prepare it. It's a little dry at this point. It's kind of marshmallowy. It's really not that sticky. We need it to stick to this. So one thing I'm going to do is put it in some water and start to knead this like dough and get it a little bit more wet than it was when it was fresh out of the package. And this will make it stickier and a lot more stretchy, as you can see. So I'm going to just keep dipping it in some water until I have the proper consistency. If you keep doing that though, it's just going to liquefy itself and it's going to be a gooey mess everywhere. So you got to be careful not to overdo it. But this helps to, again, make it sort of easier to spread and definitely easier to stick to this mask because it's a little bit too dry, I think, when it's like just the way it comes in the package. So once we have a pretty stretchy, almost like bubble gum feel to it, we're going to begin to customize our mask. So humans or animals, vertebrates, they've got bone structure. So one bone structure that is kind of hard to see on this example are these little eyebrow areas that are kind of popping out. But if we wanted to make it more exaggerated, we could add some eyebrows to this. And it sticks pretty good like that, but I want to blend it in and almost kind of smudge it into the forehead here. So I'm trying to make it as stuck on as possible. And that will give me a little bit more of a exaggeration of that eyebrow, so I can see it better from a distance. The shadows are darker, the highlights are brighter. When there's not a lot of ups and downs to the thing, it's kind of hard to see those details. And then maybe the nose needs to be a little bit more interesting than that. I don't even see nostrils on this one, so I'm going to take some of my clay here. And if it feels like it's getting too dry, you can always get some more water on it, mix it up again. I'm going to plop that on there and come up with some kind of nose pattern. Maybe I do want to add some nostrils. So I'm going to smear this in there. I ran out down there, so I'm going to need a little bit more. Create holes. You've got pencils and scissors and other tools in your supplies bag you could use to create shapes like this too. So if you wanted to use them to carve with, that's perfectly acceptable and very useful. So I'm going to add a nose there. You can make it as pointy as you want, or as not. I mean, if you didn't want a bigger nose, then you'd need to do that, but that's just another option for you. And then the eyes here, I'm going to create these two just so they're a little bit more three-dimensional. I'm going to first create, again, a little bit more water, the actual eyes themselves. So think about spheres. Just going to plop them on there. And that looks a little funny because there's no eyelids. So I'm going to create eyelids as well. So you take some of the clay or the model magic, and you can overlap eyelids onto that. And that'll kind of create a little bit more of a realism. And then the lower eyelids too. They might actually go up into the cheeks, and cheeks are usually the cheekbones. You can feel them kind of sticking out from the face, so you can even do that a little bit, raising the cheekbone here a little bit, so you can see the ups and downs of this a lot better than this side where it's really very flat. And we're going to paint this whole thing, so it's not going to look as bizarre. I think once we get some color on here, it's going to change a whole lot. And I'm noticing this eye's got some kind of textures in it and stuff. Maybe I don't want that so much, so you can keep manipulating this, moving it around. And if it's not working out for you, you can always just peel it right back off. Maybe make it a little bit wetter again so that it can stick, and that'll help you out. And then I'm going to work on some maybe funny teeth or something. So a little bit more water on this. I'm going to divide the remaining clay here, this model magic stuff, and create little spheres to represent teeth. Kind of like a skeleton. You think of that without the lips. You can see their teeth. You can have uppers and lowers if you want, or just upper teeth. And then if I just want the upper teeth, I can put the a lip. I'll put the lower lip right there. And it still looks kind of funny, like a bulldog, because there's no upper lip to conceal the top of the teeth like that. So it looks like the lower lip teeth are coming out from below. But if I go with some upper lip here, that'll create more more interest too. Now it kind of looks like a fish. So you just keep adding to where you want to exaggerate the form. Again, to make it more interesting. You could add more of a chin if you'd like to. If you want to add some ears, you could do that with the model magic. I'm running low on this stuff, so I'm kind of limited to how much I have available to me. So I'm just going to focus probably on the chin, or maybe, I'm not even sure yet. I'll probably just make a chin on this. There we go. So then if you got a pencil or something, you can kind of add some pupils, and that immediately draws attention to those little shadows in there. And you can add more depth to your nostrils, where your fingers can't quite get in there deep enough. Sounds pretty funny. And then this one also, once it's been painted, we have the addition of different hair and fibers and stuff. This is just sheep's wool that I've got. This one has none of that, but it's got some sparkly glitter, which is fun. And I've got some different mica powders that kind of make this a little bit more shimmery. And that's pretty funny. Can't wait to see it painted in. So good luck to you, and I'll see you next time.